If you are looking for an absolute masterclass in contemporary romantic suspense and emotional hurt comfort that takes a fiercely independent, deeply struggling heroine and pairs her with a wealthy, high-flying medical director who transforms from an absolute grump into a fiercely protective savior, you need to clear your calendar for Susie Tate. We are stepping inside the intense, high-stakes walls of a busy British medical facility with beg, borrow, or steal, a beautiful, heart-wrenching, and profoundly redemptive standalone romance. Let's map out the operational blueprint. If you love stories where a single mother works herself to the bone to shield her child, where a broad-shouldered, brooding alpha boss operates with clinical dominance before dropping to his knees in absolute devotion, and where a slow-burning emotional trust is earned through patience and hidden acts of care, this book is engineered to captivate you. Tate strips away shallow romance formulas, delivering a narrative that handles poverty, systemic struggles, and mental health with exquisite, unmatched empathy. The narrative introduces us to Julia, a brilliant but utterly exhausted medical secretary who is drowning in the harsh realities of life. As a single mother trying to raise her young son while running from a deeply toxic, abusive past, Julia lives behind a high-security emotional perimeter. She stretches every single penny, skipping meals and working late into the night just to keep a roof over her head, all while hiding her desperate financial and emotional exhaustion from her colleagues. Enter Dr. Luke Williams. He is the ultimate elite professional alpha, a broad-shouldered, incredibly wealthy, and famously arrogant consultant and director at the clinic. Luke is a man of rigid schedules, clinical precision, and zero tolerance for chaos. Initially, he views Julia's quiet, defensive demeanor and occasional exhaustion as a lack of professional focus, treating her with a cold, grumpy indifference that makes her stressful life even harder. The spark ignites when Luke accidentally breaches Julia's carefully guarded secrets, witnessing a raw, heartbreaking moment that reveals the absolute depth of her poverty and the terrifying reality of her survival grid. The truth completely shatters Luke's cold exterior, instantly triggering a massive, fiercely possessive protective instinct. Realizing that Julia is far too proud to accept direct financial charity, Luke orchestrates a highly calculated, subtle operation to shield her, secretly buying her groceries, fixing her car, and upgrading the clinic's security perimeters under the guise of administrative policy. As they are forced into close proximity through late-night shifts and shared crises, the friction between them turns into an all-consuming passion. But when Julia's past threat tracks her down to the facility, Luke will unleash his full authority and protective dominance to eliminate the danger permanently. It is a medical workplace romance, grumpy sunshine, single mom hurt comfort, secret protector alpha masterpiece that balances deeply moving domestic healing with high-stakes emotional tension. The chemistry here burns with an absolute comforting heat. We are talking about that high-frequency, I will carry your burdens until you are strong enough energy, where every structured routine, warm meal, and fiercely possessive command carries immense emotional weight. Julia's deep-seated fear of relying on a powerful man clashes beautifully with Luke's absolute unwavering devotion, creating an underlying intimacy that makes their eventual connection feel completely grounding and bulletproof. Tate writes with a remarkably sharp, vivid, and highly unsparing voice that perfectly captures both the clinical chaos of the medical field and the quiet, vulnerable sanctuary Luke creates for Julia and her son. What truly elevates this book into elite contemporary romance territory is Tate's respectful, highly authentic portrayal of a heroine recovering from trauma. Julia isn't a damsel waiting to be casually saved. Her resilience is monumental, and Luke's role as a protector is to provide the safe space she deserves to finally let her guard down. The pacing moves with calculated momentum, tracking their deep psychological bonding before ratcheting up the stakes as a major external confrontation forces an all-out defense of their new family. Beg, Borrow, or Steal is the definitive high-tier upgrade your contemporary romance library demands right now. It is deeply moving, intensely passionate, and profoundly healing. It proves that true strength isn't just found in wealth or status, but in the willingness to stand as an unbreakable shield for the people you claim. So lock your doors, fire up your Kindle, and prepare to be completely swept away by Dr. Luke.